front door still remembers how you used to come in laughing, dropping all your worries on the floor beside your jacket. The kitchen light would stay awake long after midnight, listening to stories that we thought would last a lifetime. I knew the sound of every step across the hallway, the way you'd hum a melody when words got in the way. The little imperfections that became my favorite details, the ordinary moments that now feel like fairy tales. You said our home was not a place but someone waiting, a pair of open arms when every dream was breaking. I built my world around those words and called it certain. Never thought one day I'd watch you disappear behind the curtain.
I carried storms you never saw behind my smiling. I hid the cracks beneath the surface for a while, and every time you asked if I was really doing okay, I answered with the version of myself that felt safer. You gave me warmth when it settled in my bones. You made crowded cities somehow feel like home, but fear has its own language and I spoke it fluently. While you were loving all of me, I was fighting parts unseen.
There were nights I stood beside you feeling guilty because your heart was offering a kind of love completely, and I was searching for a road I couldn't name, afraid that staying and leaving would both end the same.
Two people under one roof, watching different skies, holding on to the same dream with different reasons why.
I remember every picture hanging over every shelf, every promise we created when we weren't afraid of ourselves. Back when forever sounded simple, back before reality started asking questions neither one of us could answer honestly. Everybody says that love is supposed to be enough, but nobody explains what happens when life gets rough, when timing turns a soulmate into someone passing through, and every future that you plan starts unraveling in front of you. I wasn't looking for perfection, I was looking for a place where I could drop the weight of everything and finally feel safe. You became that place so naturally, I never saw the risk of attaching all my peace to someone I could someday miss.
The hardest part was knowing what your silence meant. Not anger, not resentment, only sadness and regret. You kept trying to repair what wasn't yours to mend, while I kept drifting farther from the person I had been. The mirror showed a stranger every passing week, a woman chasing answers she was scared to speak. I wish I could have told you before distance took control that losing you was breaking pieces of my soul. I never wanted to become your deepest wound, never wanted all our memories to echo through these rooms. Sometimes love arrives exactly when it's needed most, and leaves before we're ready to release its ghost.
I walked through every room today, trying to understand how a house can stay standing while the light falls from your hands. The coffee mugs are where we left them, the books remain untouched. Everything is still here except the person I love.
I drove past places where we used to spend our evenings, the river by the bridge, the park that held our secrets. I thought I'd feel relief by now, some freedom in the distance. Instead I found your memory stitched into existence. It's in the songs we never finished on long drives, it's in the conversations that once carried us through nights. It's in the version of myself that learned how to believe that somebody could see my flaws and still refuse to leave.
Maybe that's the lesson hidden underneath the pain. Some people change your life without remaining. Maybe love isn't measured by how long somebody stays. Maybe it's the mark they leave after they walk away. I used to think goodbye was just an ending to a story. Now I see it's also proof that something mattered deeply, because indifference never hurts the way remembrance does, and broken hearts don't form where there was never love. So I'll stop fighting every memory that visits after dark. Stop treating every scar like evidence of loss. You gave me pieces of myself I didn't know were missing, even if the ending came with everything I'm wishing.
If I could send a letter to the person standing here, I'd thank him for the patience through my chaos and my fear, for every time he chose compassion over pride, for every night he stayed when leaving seemed easier. If I could answer, thought the end would break me down, leave me lost without a sound. No more sky to hold my name, no more reason to the pain. But silence starts to change into something I can't explain. Maybe falling wasn't wrong, maybe I was here all along.
Yeah. thinking I would lose much more. Every step I couldn't trust turned to dust inside the rust. I was chasing after light in a never-ending night, but the darkness I became started whispering my name. All the pain I tried to hide was the place where I survived. Every scar I tried to erase was the truth I had to face. This is the end that saved me from everything that broke me.
No more fear, no more disguise, only truth inside my eyes.
If I lost what I became,
I would still rise through the flame. Even when the world goes cold, I am something more than whole.
this is the end that gave me life. Through the darkness, through the strife, not the fall, not the pain, but the reason I remain.
I see the past, but not as me, just a fading memory. Every shadow I once knew led me straight into the truth. I was broken just to see what I'm truly meant to be. Even silence that I feared was the voice I needed here.
Now I walk without regret, no more chains around my breath. Every ending that I face was the path I now embrace.
I thought the end would erase me,
but it taught you how to face me.
all the pieces left behind.
So this is where it ends.
I don't know who I was before, only fragments on the floor. If I'm nothing, let me fall, so I can learn to feel it all. Even broken, even torn, something new can still be born.
I woke up in the aftermath, walking through the broken past. Every memory I touched turns to dust. I held too much, I lost my name, I lost my place. Staring at a hollow space, but in the silence I can see something trying to become me. No more running from the pain, let it carve inside my veins. If I have to start again, I'll rebuild from what remains.
Don't fear the empty space, that's where life starts to change. Every ending makes a door to become something more.
Rebuild me
from nothing, from ashes I am becoming. No more fear, no more disguise, only fire in my eyes. If I fall to rise. Through the truth I now realize I am more than what I lost. Even pain has got a cost.
Rebuild me
from nothing I will be free. I am fire, I am pain, I am born again.
I seen the shadow I became, but I will not stay the same. Every tear becomes a guide to the light I keep inside. I was broken, I was torn, but that's where I was reborn. Even silence starts to speak when the soul is at its peak. I won't beg for what is gone, I will learn to carry on. Every wound becomes a flame, teaching me to know my name.
I was nothing, just a shell.
Now you're rising from that hell.
Can I really start again?
You were never meant to end.
You will rise.
me thoughts I shouldn't keep, but they never learn to sleep. Every night they crawl back in, like they never wore a sin. I build walls to lock it down, but the echoes shake the ground. Every crack begins to show what I never let go.
Don't say time will make it fade. Some wounds are just remade. Even healing leaves a trace of what you can't erase. These are pieces that never heal, cut too deep to ever feel real. Every scar still calls my name. Different face but still the same. We can run but not escape from the ghosts that we create. Even when we try to breathe, they stay underneath.
I saw your shadow in the light, even in the brightest night. Every smile I tried to wear
Still felt like you were there.
I touch the past I can't replace, still searching for your face. But every memory I find only breaks what's left behind. I thought I'd be okay by now, but I don't know how to heal a heart that never closed.
Just a wound that never froze. These are pieces that never heal, cut too deep to ever feel real. Every scar still calls my name. Different face but still the same. We can run but not escape from the ghosts that we create. Even when we try to breathe, they stay underneath. They stay underneath. Do you feel it when you sleep?
Every silence starts to speak.
Every promise turned to dust.
Every forever lost in us.
These are pieces that never heal, but they're the only thing I feel. If the pain is all I know, why does it still refuse to go? We can fall, we can bend, but the echoes never end. Even when we try to leave, they still breathe in me. Maybe healing is a lie,
Just a softer way to cry.
and the pieces that remain are the ones we can't explain.
Yeah,
You love me until you're healed.
yeah, yeah. You called me at midnight, said you couldn't breathe. Said the weight of the world was pulling at your feet. I stayed on the phone till the sunrise came, trying to hold together every broken piece. You cried in my hoodie, tears on my chest. Said everybody left when you needed them best. I swore I wouldn't be another goodbye, so I gave you my heart and whatever was left. You said forever in a room full of pain. Said my voice was the only thing keeping you sane. And every scar on your soul had a story to tell, so I carry them all while you learn how to heal.
I remember those nights when the darkness wouldn't fade. You held onto my hand and promised you would stay. You loved me until you healed, until the wounds stopped hurting, until the skies turned blue again, and your world kept turning. You needed me through the storm, but left when the clouds disappeared. Now I'm standing in the silence, wondering why I'm still here.
You loved me until you healed. Yeah, yeah. Now your pictures look different from before. There's a smile I don't recognize anymore, and the dreams that we built in the middle of chaos are just shadows scattered across the floor. I see your name when my screen lights up, still hoping somehow it'll be enough. But every conversation ends the same way now, like strangers pretending we never fell in love. I gave you my patience, my sleep, my time, put your broken pieces ahead of mine, and maybe
felt so real. Now I'm left with memories and a heart that won't heal. You love me until you heal, until the wound stopped hurting, until the skies turned blue again, and your world kept turning. You needed me through the storm, but left when the clouds disappeared. Now I'm standing in the silence, wondering why I'm still here.
You love me until you heal. Was I just a shelter from the rain, a place to hide from all the pain?
Was I just a chapter in your life,
A temporary light
in the night?
I thought we'd make it through the years.
Now all that's left are souvenirs.
How did forever disappear? I still remember every word that you said, every promise hanging over my head. You told me one day we'd be laughing at this. Now I'm alone with the echoes instead. I don't hate you, that's the hardest part. I still protect you inside my heart, even after you walked away so easy, like we were never written in the stars. Maybe you never meant to break me apart. Maybe healing just changed who you are. But it's hard to accept that the person I loved only existed inside the dark.
You loved me until you healed,
Until the pain stopped calling.
I stayed through every battle, never thought we'd be falling. You needed me through the storm.
Now I'm drowning in the rain,
Found your way back to the light.
while I was left with all the pain.
You loved me until you healed,
I gave you everything I had.
and now you're just a memory.
You healed your heart and walked away, but
Part of mine still never leaves. From the ashes I hear a call, a voice that refuses to fall. Even broken, even torn, something in me still is born. Something in me still is born.
yeah, I was buried under pain, drowned inside the pouring rain. Every piece I tried to save was a shadow I became. I thought the end was where I stayed, but something pulled me back today, like fire hidden under skin, screaming rise from within.
Even shattered, even cold, there's a story yet untold. What is broken learns to fight. In the middle of the night, I rise from the broken ashes, through the fire that never passes. If I fall, I'll fall as flame. No more silence, no more shame. We are more than what we lost. Even pain has got a cost. From the ruins we begin to rise again, to rise again, to rise again. I touched the ground of fading hope, where even dreams refused to cope. But in the dark I saw a spark, a beating light inside the dark. I stopped running from the pain, let it burn inside my veins. Now I know what I must be, something stronger inside me.
I was drowning in the end, now I feel alive again. Every scar begins to glow, like it's finally letting go.
From ashes I will rise and never fall again.
Silence, it never stays still.
It started to feel like it could kill,
No sound,
but I still hear
everything I used to fear.
everything I used to fear.
I live inside a hollow space where echoes never leave a trace. Every word I try to say turns into dust and fades away.
No one hears what I become, even when I'm coming undone. I smile like I'm still alive, but I'm barely trying to survive.
Inside my head it's always loud, even when there's no crowd.
Silence presses on my skin like a war I'm trapped within. Silence is not empty air, it remembers what's not there. Every wound you try to hide starts to live on the inside. When silence starts to bleed,
That's when I finally see
the war I cannot name.
still calling out my pain.
No sound, but I can feel
Everything becomes too real
even quiet has its end.
when silence starts to bleed again. Silence starts to bleed again. I try to leave it all behind.
Silence stayed inside my mind.
Every memory I erase.
Still returns to take its place,
I thought time would heal the cracks,
but it only brings them back.
now I know what silence
It
grows.
never really lets you go.
I can't escape this empty room.
Even silence carries doom.
Tell me how to make it stop.
You don't stop it, you let it drop. When silence starts to bleed, it becomes the thing I need. Even darkness learns to speak. When silence starts to bleed, when silence starts to bleed. I hear voices in the dark, but they all sound like my heart. Every thought begins to break, every breath I try to take. I don't know where I begin or where the echoes have been.
I'm drowning in my own mind.
Oh, where the echoes have been.
I'm drowning in my own mind, where the light is hard to find. Every corner that I turn is a place where memories burn. I try to silence what I feel, but the echoes never heal. They repeat inside my head all the things I never said. I walk inside a hollow frame where every thought still knows my name, and every step I try to take feels like another part will break.
No escape, no open door, just the sound of something more, something crawling underneath, breathing life inside my greed. These echoes never sleep, they only cut too deep. Every silence starts to scream inside another broken dream. I try to run, I try to hide, but they live on the other side. I'm drowning in inner echoes where no one ever goes. Every voice begins to bend, but it never really ends. Lost inside my own remains, breaking down into the pain. I'm calling out, but I don't know if I'm real or just get go. I'm drowning
In inner echoes,
I'm drowning in inner echoes.
no escape
No escape.
from the echoes
Every part of me divides.
inside my fractured mind.
I see reflections of my fear every time I get too near to the truth I try to hide deep inside the other side. Every version of my name feels like someone else's pain, and I don't know who to be when I'm lost inside of me.
I touch the walls inside my head where every hope is almost dead, but even broken pieces still whisper something I can feel.
Am I real or just noise?
I can't breathe inside this space.
If I fall,
I will catch you.
oh,
I'm still here,
but fading slow, lost in places no one knows.
echoes.
Echoes, let me go. Let me go. You didn't leave, you just faded like a shadow I can't chase anymore.
I still talk to empty space, pretending you never erased. Disappear so slow, like a light I used to know. No explosion, no goodbye, just a quiet way to die. Every room still holds your trace, every mirror shows your face. Even time won't let me be, you still live inside of me.
I keep calling out your name, even though it sounds the same, like a memory on repeat that refuses to retreat. Some endings don't make sound, they just pull your world down. No final words to hear, just absence growing near. You fade without goodbye, like stars that lose the sky. I reach out into the air, but you're no longer there. No ending I can define, just a fracture in time. You didn't leave my side, you just faded out of light. You fade without goodbye, and I still ask myself why. Even silence starts to cry.
I still feel you in the dark, like a dying broken spark. Every moment left behind still echoes in my mind. I try to bury what remains, but it grows inside the pain, like a flower made of scars, blooming somewhere deep and far.
Why did you fade from me?
Some things are meant to be free.
I still feel you everywhere.
I was never really there.
You fade without goodbye, like a broken lullaby. I still carry what you were, even if you disappear. Without goodbye, and I still ask myself why. You fade without goodbye, and I still ask myself why. Hold me before it all collapses, before the sky forgets our faces. I feel the ground losing name, and nothing will ever be the same.
Yeah,
Ever be.
I hear the ceiling start to crack, like reality's attacking back. Every wall I tried to build is a memory that's never healed. I thought I made a place to stay, but it's dissolving anyway. Every breath begins to shake, like the world is gonna break. No direction left to run, no protection from the sun. Even time begins to fall, I can't control it all.
If everything begins to fade, don't let me lose what we made. Even if the night takes form, stay with me inside the storm. Hold me in the collapse. If this is the final lapse, don't let go, don't let me fall. Even if we lose it all, we are fading into dust, but I still believe in us. If the world begins to end, hold me till the very end. Hold me in the collapse. Don't let silence take our breath. Oh, I see the sky begin to break, like it knows what's at stake. Every hope I try to keep now is sinking way too deep. But in your eyes I still remain, through the fire and the pain. Even falling feels alive if you're the reason I survive.
Don't let me go,
I won't let go.
don't let me go,
I won't let go.
don't let me go,
I won't let go.
don't let me go.
I won't let go.
You didn't leave, you faded out, like a thought I can't live without. No sound, no sign, no final trace, just emptiness I'd still embrace. I watched you vanish into space, no warning, no last embrace, just a silence growing wide where you used to stay inside. Every room still knows your name, even though it's not the same. Time moves but I remain stuck inside this frame of pain.
No goodbye to close the door, just echoes on the floor. I keep talking to the air like you might still be there. Some endings never speak, they only make you weak. No closure, no release, just broken pieces of peace. You fade without goodbye, like stars that lose the sky. I reach out, but you're gone. Still I carry you on. No ending I can name, just a never-ending pain. You didn't leave my side, you just faded out of life.
You fade without goodbye, and I still don't know